Alright. Let's go! Hello, guys.
Hey.
Hello.
Hi there.
Happy
Cuck?
Wednesday's Day.
Wednesday.
Wendiest Day.
Wendy's. We have that. We know that's
Wendy's.
Arby's.
We have the meats.
Square burger.
Square burger. Never frozen.
Never frozen, because burgers in the wild are definitely square.
What the hell is Wendy's fucking saying?
It's never
What?
frozen.
Yeah, never frozen.
I thought it was
Yeah,
Burger
that's-
King.
No,
Burgers have
Burger
it
King freezes their stuff.
Burger King is have it your way.
Yeah,
Arby's.
have it your way.
Arby's is where's the meat.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, or we have the
No,
meats.
We have the
Yeah,
meats.
we have the
This is
meats.
great. The old one was where's the beef for Wendy's. Like back when we were so small, we didn't know what advertising was.
Who
Back
needs
in the day.
advertising?
So many people.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
not the
No, where's the
fresh
beef was
maker.
Wendy's.
We have the meats,
This
but
was
not
my
the
first
fresh
time
maker.
going to Wednesdays.
It's true. Kage got Wendy's for the first time yesterday.
Really?
Yeah.
How have you only just now gotten Wendy's?
You know, that's something I asked
The only
too.
fast food places I really go are two of them.
Which two?
Burger King and McDonald's.
Oh my
And
god.
Taco Bell, but that's a taco.
That is still fast
distinctly
food.
not.
It is fast. It's fast food.
Distinctly not a
So that's
burger.
3.
It's
Okay,
true.
for burger fast food, it's just Burger King and McDonald's.
That's reasonable.
We have
Also,
this
what is
one
this about?
really good? Sorry.
No, you go ahead.
I was
was
like, we have
going
this
off
really
topic.
good like local fast food place by our house, by our neighborhood, and it's actually really good. We don't eat fast food very often, but when we do, like,
You gotta get the good shit if you don't do it
it's
often.
so good.
That's
It's
right.
it's like a local place, and they have peach milkshakes that are so
Ooh.
good.
That sounds good.
I know, right?
All my homies like Wendy's.
Also true. Wendy's is delicious.
Wendy's
I'm not
nuts hit
falling for that.
chicken.
Oh my god, I was
fucking
literally
knew
about to
it.
say
I
that,
fucking
man.
knew it.
I'm going to
Hey.
destroy you.
And this is how we know that Ben's character is gonna die tonight.
Man, that'd be
Yeah.
really tragic if Belly died, huh,
It
guys?
sure would be a shame, wouldn't it?
Sure would be a
Would.
shame, wouldn't it?
There'll suddenly be one of those night guys walking around too. I forgot what they're called already.
Night guys?
Peanut.
Oh, the
Oh,
lurker.
The lurkers.
Night, not cud night.
I was like,
Not
what
a
are you
Kneat.
talking about? What do you mean a Kneat?
Kneat.
I thought you were talking about like another character idea that you had. I was like, you mean the
Note?
gargoyles?
No.
Okay, I guess
Sure.
we're just reincarnating. Okay.
I mean,
No, but if I do have to, then I will be. I will be doing that though, Maya.
Wait.
reincarnation.
Deadlier Duck says, I have had McDonald's and that's the only fast food place I've been.
Honestly, they're not really worth it. Fast food is not worth it nowadays, guys. For the price, you can go to
Oh,
like an
absolutely.
actual sit-down restaurant.
But also,
Absolutely.
the snack wrap is coming back on the 14th.
Not worth it.
Not worth it.
Source, I used to work at McDonald's. The food isn't good. In my humble opinion, as a person who used to work there and had to make it all
I
goddamn
mean, I had
day.
a friend in college who worked in Burger King in high school, and they said Burger King food is literally the worst food.
I have never been to a Burger King, and I don't intend to break that streak.
No, it's just it's not.
Oh, thank you so much, Phil. Thank you for the dono. I appreciate it so much.
Give her money.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I appreciate it. That is going to be
Let's
going
go.
into a bunch of fun stream assets that I have in mind for the Crooked Moon things. So I
Okay,
appreciate it.
Teeny. Teeny, you know what you gotta do now?
What?
Random NPC has to be named Phil.
Oh, okay, yeah, we can do that.
Just have Phil Collins appear out of the woods.
Phil Collins.
You mean the music guy?
Yeah, except has like no musical talent, but he's still a bard.
Well, that seems like sacrilege. I could never
Yeah.
do that to someone named Phil Collins.
I know.
No, but instead of Collins, or you could also call him Phil Ballins.
Phil Ballin.
Ballin'. He ballin'.
Yeah. Still a bard. Phil Ballins.
All right.
My idea has been submitted.
I see. I understand. Okay. Yeah. Very cool.
As
Crooked
a
Moon is
side
neat, and I'm
note,
really
the
glad.
mini popcorn bags
Yeah.
work really good.
Oh, is that where
Yay.
you went?
Mm-hmm.
I was just talking to you like the whole time and you didn't say anything and I was like, I think she's gone.
I said I'll be right back, guys, and you guys were talking too much, so
Oh.
you didn't hear me.
That sounds about right. We do yap all the time. We
Who,
do
me?
not shut up.
Yapping? Never, never. No,
Never a
definitely
day
not a
in
thing
my
I'm
life.
known for. Mm-mm.
Absolutely not. Does Chick-fil-A count as fast food? I mean, technically,
Yes.
yeah. You go in. And
Not
you
even
can-
technically. It just is.
You-
It is
you
fast
just-
food, yes.
You just go through
If
the
it has
drive-through.
a drive-through
so, yeah,
window as a major
Well-
component, it's fast food, unless it's Starbucks and it's a coffee place.
In that case, then, if the drive-through is the deciding factor, would Fazoli's also? Oh,
Harmony
She's
said she
restarting
had
her
to
PC.
restart her PC.
oh, okay, I missed that. Would Fazoli's not also be a fast food?
I don't know what the
I don't
fuck
know
a
what that
Fazoli's
is.
is.
Yeah.
Are you for real?
No, that sounds like something out of Five Nights at Freddy's. I'm gonna be honest with you.
It's an Italian.
Teeny, I'm on the
place.
East Coast. I'm not in the Midwest.
I'm pretty
And I'm
sure
in the
Fazoli's
South.
isn't. Hold on, I need to.
I feel like we've had this conversation.
I need to.
Is Fazoli's a place that started with a drive-through
Fazol-
window, or
Is
did they
Fazoli's
develop
in the
one?
room with us right now?
It's Fazoli's locations. Let's
So what?
see.
So what, Mystic? Is Fazoli's like the Midwestern Olive Garden? Is that what you're telling me?
We have Olive Garden too.
Olive
I'm just-
Garden is not fast food. Olive Garden is fast casual.
No, I was just reading what Mystic said. Fazoli's is where you go to piss off your
Fazoli's
Italian
is
friends.
a large
Like,
food chain locations primarily in the Midwest and Southeast,
Yeah.
but there are also a few on the East Coast. To find their Fazoli's on the East Coast, you can check their location directory.
I
So
have
they're on
never
the
seen
East
one in
Coast,
my
but They're
life.
probably in like big cities or something.
They put
we
one
have
in
Fazoli's
Boston
in
to
our.
piss people
We have
off.
some Fazoli's near us.
Never seen
Yeah,
it.
Fazoli's
isn't-
is good. If you want Italian food that you can get quick and you don't care if it's good for you, you can
If
go
you
to
want Italian food
Fazoli's.
that isn't Italian food.
No, like they
Or I
have
can
like
just make
all
it
sorts of
myself.
Italian food. They have like they have a spaghetti. They have
Bro, I can just make
Alfredos. They have
spaghetti
pizza.
myself.
But the most
I
Do
important
they have
thing,
gnocchi?
the most important
They
thing
have
about
gnocchi?
Fazoli's is that they have bottomless breadsticks. They will
So does
bring
Olive
you
Garden.
so
Yeah, so
many
does Olive Garden.
breadsticks.
True.
Now, Teeny, is it fluffy, soft breadsticks, or
Yes.
is it like the hard, crunchy breadsticks?
No. It's the fluffy, soft breadsticks, and it's
Okay,
good.
because I have been misled before.
Yeah, sorry.
I
I don't know what
have-
happened to my PC. It literally was like, nope, and I had to
Aw.
restart.
It'd be like that sometimes. I
It
get it.
happens.
I get it.
It was it was upsetty spaghetti for some reason.
It was upsetty
I do.
spaghetti for some reason, but you fixed it by smacking it
I
in the
did.
face.
I turned it on and back off again.
Yeah.
So
Take a
proud, so
nap.
proud.
So, fun fact: there are actually Fazoli's in Arkansas. There are 4 of them.
Well,
There
what's
are
your goddamn
2
excuse?
Yeah,
Let me finish. Let me finish. The two closest to me are in Little Rock, but I think one of them is actually on the Air Force Base, so I can't go to that one.
Okay.
The other 2 are up near fucking Memphis.
Okay.
In Tennessee.
No, West Memphis. That's a city in Arkansas. That's
How would
the
I know
west-
that? I don't live in
Oh.
Arkansas.
Because it's
I've never been to
literally
Arkansas.
it's literally connected to Memphis by a bridge. It's just the half of Memphis that's in Arkansas.
That sounds horrible.
So like the half of St. Louis that's
Like-
in Illinois.
That's that's
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. But like
Amazing
actually there
city.
is a really infamous thing from West Memphis too that kind of made national news back in the 90s.
Was it
Oh
about
God, was
the
there a
tornado?
serial killer?
Not quite, but they're called the West Memphis 3. So that's all
Oh,
I'm going to say
no.
on that one.
I've never heard of that. So
Yeah,
Nope.
just not a good
Thank-
time. Not a
Not
good
not a
thing.
good time. Okay.
No.
Okay. I'll trust you. Makes Olive
Yeah.
Garden
Oh,
look like a
Jesus
Michelin
Christ!
restaurant.
Yeah,
too.
no, that is not a good thing. What the fuck?
No.
Oh.
That's why I said that. If beyond that, it's on you. If you want to look at it up,
There's a
don't-
Yeah, I'm
Fazoli's
not
down
gonna
the
say
street
anything.
from me, and I don't go there because they killed the Steak and Shake to take it over. They
Oh.
hustled into Steak and Shake's dying corpse to make bad Italian food.
That ain't right. No, see, I have trouble with fast Italian food. Like I can occasionally do like soup, salad, breadsticks lunch from Olive
Yeah.
Garden occasionally, but I was spoiled for Italian food because my first job in high school
Mhm.
was working at an Italian restaurant owned and ran by a literal off the boat little Italian man who
Aw.
was an absolute delight. I had the slowest shift that frankly should have been the busiest shift. but they didn't advertise well, unfortunately.
Aw.
So because I was the only one there who didn't have children to take
Mhm.
care of, so I literally had one shift a week, and it worked out great because I was in fucking high school.
Yeah.
I love
Um,
places like that though. The little
Oh yeah,
mom and pop
and
Italian.
and when it was slow, the owner would have me teach him how to use Facebook.
Aw,
funny.
that's cute.
And sometimes during the summer, there was a Rita's like a couple doors down from
I
the little
love
strip thing.
Rita's. We just went there last night.
Yeah, so occasionally during the summer, he would wave me over from where I was doing something because I would run out of side work to do and just chill at the corner table where he and the other owner would sit. It was this dude and then his buddy who was American, spoke English better. So they ran it together, and the two of them would just hang out and do stuff, and I would sit with them and do my own thing on my phone if we didn't have anybody in and I ran out of side work. And I would occasionally get questions on how to use Facebook, and then sometimes they'd pass me a 20 and say, "Go get us Rita's," and I'd be like, "Okay."
Okay.
Rita's is still lit. I love Rita's.
That's
If
so
nobody
nice.
showed up my entire shift, on my way out, the Italian guy would kind of like do the grandpa wave you over and be like,
Yeah.
"Oh yeah, what's up? Do you need something?" He like sneak me a 10 or something because I didn't make it that day.
Oh, this
that's
guy.
so nice.
Paid me in cash.
That's great.
What a great man.
That's
The
so
only
good.
downside was that it was right next to a really, like, literally the next door over was a really shitty Chinese buffet. And I say really shitty because my sister would get food poisoning every time we went.
Maybe we shouldn't go there.
No, we stopped going after like the second or third time that it happened.
Yeah.
And also multiple people on separate occasions cited seeing them putting food that wasn't eaten on people's plates back on the buffet.
Oh,
So we didn't
No
go there. But the
way.
problem was people would walk into this nice, authentic, tiny little Italian place. It was adorable. It was great. The food was banging. And they would look around, get like halfway in, look around seeing all the Italian style decor, and then go, "Oh, this isn't the Chinese place." Turn around and leave.
Oh my
I
god.
mean, no offense. If you have Italian decor in a Chinese place, then
So the way the restaurant was set up is that you walk in the door and there's a little like almost hallway leading up to the back seating area, and the front seating area is all booths. The back seating area is all
Ah.
chairs. And you have to walk up to that back part that has like columns separating in, a little ramp to get up to it because there's like a step up. And there's like nice Italian decor everywhere. There's old Italian music playing. There is no way to get this mixed up. And then our uniform was like a polo that had the logo on it. And I swear to God, one afternoon this couple came in and they walk in. They look at the specials board. They walk in a bit further. I grab a couple menus and I go to meet them. I meet them like halfway up the booths. They are taller than me because I'm in high school. They're seeing everything. They're hearing the music. They're seeing the decor. I walk up. My white ass walks up to them. I'm like, "Hi, would you like a table or a booth?" And the guy of the couple looks at me, looks down at my shirt, turns to his, I'm assuming, girlfriend and goes, "Oh, wait, look at her shirt. This isn't the Chinese place."
Oh my god.
Because nothing clued him in until he saw the logo for the Italian restaurant
That's
on my
so
shirt.
funny. Did they actually
Italian
stay or did they
Chinese, close
leave?
enough.
Oh no, they did not even
Italian
say a word to
Chinese.
me. They turned around and left, and the Italian guy running the place damn near chased them out.
My
Dang.
god.
He was so pissed. He was so mad.
Incredible, actually.
But it was great. Yeah, but it was a great place to have for a first job. I'm pretty sure literally everyone I worked with thought that I was their surrogate child. And the shift that I always had was the Sunday lunch shift, which the reason I say it should have been the busiest shift of the
The
week is
church
'cause
crowd.
first of all, the church crowd, they should have been there instead of wherever the hell they were going. It was great food. And every Sunday for lunch, they had a buffet.
Bro,
And
that sounds amazing.
And this buffet was guaranteed every week. You had meatballs, stuffed shells, chicken parm, usually eggplant parm to go with it. Sometimes I swap that out. And then an Alfredo pasta that would sometimes it would have like broccoli, like it would have some kind of green in with it. So it was vegetarian friendly. It was good. Plus came with a drink, came with bread, came
Bro,
with a
that's
salad.
lit.
So for all of that,
Wrong chat.
how much do you think it is?
$15.
$10?
Like $8.
$8.
I was
Highway
high.
robbery.
Exactly. You got refills on the drink. You could go back up to the buffet as many times as you want. It was like $8. It was amazing.
Jesus.
Everyone
Okay.
should have been there.
It would have been delicious.
It
Man, I wish I
delicious
was there.
because I got to eat it as my staff meal every shift, and it was great.
That sounds so good. What the heck?
And it ruined your palate for
It really did.
all the mediocre food.
It really did. Also, if anybody ordered cannolis for dessert, since I was the waitress, I had to make the cannolis. So we were allowed, if we made the cannolis, to like pinch the little stuff off of the edge of the piping bag so it wouldn't get crusty and gross. So I got a little bit of cannoli
Get
filling.
a little bit of cannoli every
Yes.
time.
A little bit of cannoli as a
Little
treat.
Just a little bit of
Little
cannoli.
treats.
It was fantastic. Although it was funny because since it was the lunch shift that I was usually there for, I would like get there real early and be helping with prep and everything. And sometimes if they were coming up with ideas for shit, they'd come over and be like, "Maya, try this. You're our test taster now." So one day I'm getting the salads ready, and the American guy of the duo comes back to where I was, and he goes, "Maya," and I'm like, "Yeah, what's up?" He goes, "Eat this." And he's just holding like what looks like a little fried log. I'm like, "What the hell is that?" He goes, "Just open your mouth."
I
Just open
think
your mouth.
I think what you're probably hearing is as Discord notifications is probably coming over somebody's mic. Because it should be muted on my end, I would
I'm on Do Not
think.
Disturb, like the red Discord, so I don't even get desktop notifications.
You ain't gonna
in
hear mine,
Discord.
so
I have headphones on.
yeah.
Same.
Yeah.
Let me double check.
But yeah, so I'm
Oh
like,
no, Discord
"Okay,
just isn't fucking. It's fine.
okay, I trust you, okay." And the thing gets popped in my mouth, and he's like, "What do you think?" I'm like, "Oh, it's pretty good." And he goes, "Ha! I tricked you into eating vegetables. That's a green
Wow.
bean farm. Like
Incredible.
instead
There we
of
go.
like the slices of
There we go.
eggplant for eggplant parm, he was like they had battered like bread and everything, some green beans to try that as an option. And he was so proud of himself because I think he was convinced that I just did not eat vegetables.
Okay, but you know what I love though? I love some good like fried zucchini parm.
Ooh. I
I
am not a
love-
zucchini person personally, but I've only had them like lightly steamed.
No, my mom makes really good like fried zucchini where you basically fry them like potatoes and you have like a breading on them and it's like crunchy. And it's basically like eating like chips, except for instead of like chip potatoes, it's like zucchini. Man, I just love eating those.
I just like zucchini.
I'd be willing to try it.
It's really good.
And on that note, I'm sure that you guys have
Anyway, that's
noticed-
all of my yapping about Italian food. I'm
sure-
sorry.
I'm
Yum.
sure that you guys have noticed that Lloyd is not here today.
He's just sunk into the shadows.
He's eating.
Yeah, he's getting a little bit of rest. Kieran's been going through a lot of stuff. So if you guys have time and you guys are following Kieran over on his social media and stuff like that, just pop in and give him some love. He's going through it right now, so he could really use the pick me up.
I hope he's
think.
doing okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just going through it right now.
Support
guy.
your local wholesome woo so
Yeah,
that he may
please.
terrorize us later.
Please support
Support
him
your local
so that he
VTubers.
may hurt me later.
Yeah.
Emotionally.
He deserves
does-
all
he
the
does
rest.
have-
He
yeah.
really is. He's going through so much right now, and I really wish that I could like come over to his house and make him some food or something. Like,
Yeah.
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 Definitely pop over if you're following Kieran, and if not, you should follow Kieran because he's very, very sweet, and he
He's a
deserves
delight.
all the things in the world.
Yep. He's also, I believe he's still planning on doing this. He's also putting together a Blood Bowl tournament. If you don't know what Blood
Yes.
Bowl is, think football, but even stupider and with more blood. It's
Wow, even
War-
stupider than football.
So Blood Bowl is essentially what if Warhammer, if you know anything about Warhammer, instead of being decided in actual wars, everything was decided in proxy wars, fought through literal blood sport, as in football, but you're allowed to kill the opponents, kind of.
Oh my gosh,
Murder is okay.
murder
Even
is okay.
encouraged.
murder's okay if the ref isn't looking.
Yeah.
And he's been trying to get a tournament put together for that, and it's going to be really fun. I'm going to be part of it. I'm probably going to suck ass. It's going to be really stupid and fun. It's going to be great.
It's going to be a good time.
Yeah.
It is going to be a good one.
It's going to be fantastic. You should definitely join in if you have the time.
100% you guys should. Let me see. I'm trying to see. I do have a command for you guys now. Look at me. I'm a professional streamer.
She's so
professional.
professional.
Hey,
Yay, look at her go.
I got a clip.
There we
something.
go. You got to clip something? What are you clipping?
Don't worry
What's
about
she
it.
clipping though?
Don't worry about it.
But yeah, there's stuff, guys. I don't know if I have the thing. If not, I will look it up later and I will see if he's okay with me sharing it. But I know that he does have a GoFundMe up at a little bit. For the things that are going on. I just need to make sure that he's okay with me sharing it. I don't know why he wouldn't be, but just because I'm paranoid.
I mean, that's understandable.
Yeah, I just want to make sure that he's okay with me sharing it before I do. But yes, he might be here later. He might not be, but for now, Lloyd is T-posing and hanging out.
He's just T-posing menacingly. It's fine.
He's just standing there menacingly.
He's been talking about it on Discord. Oh, like in his Discord channel, he's been telling you guys the details. I'm so bad with checking everybody's Discord. I try to like glance through it at least once or twice a week, but I know that I miss a lot.
It's just so much to keep up with.
Strategical deterrence, correct. Lloyd is spooky.
He's a little spooky.
He's also an emergency baseball bat.
Please don't catch our friends by the ankles and swing them around. That would be quite sad. But yes.
This one does not recommend it.
So who wants to do the recap from last time? If not, I will do it.
I don't think Teeny's done one in a while.
Oh,
that's because I usually let you guys do it.
Yeah.
You haven't done one in a minute either.
Well, Ebony continued to gaslight small children.
True.
They deserved it.
Into believing that she is also a small child.
Also true.
Ray is not entirely certain that this is a lie because she's not sure how old Ebony is.
And she's not going to tell you.
Like, ages for people are just hard.
Ages are hard.
Difficult. And there's so many different types of people in the provinces that who knows if someone could be 5 months old and tall as a tree because
or
they're
5,000 years old.
This one will have you know that you are wrong in your estimate of this one's age.
No, I was just making a joke. You said 5 years old, or I was like, or 5,000, whatever. Or
well, that would be more likely the Elderwoods that would be 5,000 plus years old, but we don't talk to the Elderwoods unless the Elderwoods invite this one.
I was just like, people are drunk. She said, people could be 5, and I'm like, or 5,000.
5,000?
Well, some of the Gnarlborn are like maybe 5 weeks old at this point before they're interacting with people.
5 weeks?
Damn.
And then there are newly made Threadborn who are performing in front of crowds, and we don't talk about that.
I'll talk about it. Pico is cool. And horrifying.
But yeah, I was gaslighting children to figure out where they bury the animal fur.
Yes.
And then we found the animal farm.
And we found it where it looked like animals were crawling out of the ground.
Instead of into the ground.
So, kind of weird.
But, while Ebony was at school making friendly with the children so they would show her things and tell her secrets, we went to the smithy. Lloyd got a shield. Rhea got a chain shirt. Nell got a studded leather shirt, which fits which is awesome.
Yes.
It fits her.
The best fitting outfit that Nell has had since forever.
Yes.
And the smithy very kindly set the feather that Belly got from her pigeon friends onto a leather cord so that she has it on hand and easily accessible.
The gift from the pigeon friends, the pigeon homies, even.
Yes.
Sometimes you
And
still
in
have
the-
a present from your pigeon homies.
Yeah.
It's how we
and
signal each
failing
other.
to have failing to have a changing room, Rhea got to go into the back room and saw a bunch of children's stuff. So the smithy has kids.
At least one.
At least
Yeah.
one child.
That we know of.
That one child.
Mhm. And Evany told kids about ghosts.
I mean, I told them ghosts exist.
Yep. And they think you are so smart and so cool, and the kids are so trusting. It is sad.
Yeah, I literally am gaslighting all these children.
The gaslight queen.
And
Literally
And
rolled like
we-
20 on my deception for every single session so far to gaslight these kids.
yeah, including the one where she convinced them that Lloyd was definitely not following them. Because
He's
everyone
not.
else made the stealth check.
Everyone but Lloyd. Lloyd last session was tripping over everything. This man tripped over a window, tripped over door, just could not.
And
But it's okay. We covered for him.
Yeah.
and apparently the person who told them about this was Miss Civ, who cooks the good food.
Is there a way I can join the Discord? Can you link the Discord on YouTube?
Oh.
Also, yeah, poor Lloyd.
I think I can.
Yeah.
But anyway, we all observed
he was
as the
having a big
children
time. He was having a time last week.
Yeah.
we all observed as the
There you go.
children used a spoon to dig a hole in the back of this abandoned or not so abandoned house's garden and buried some fur in it and then covered it back up and sprinkled a mixture of salts on it that are all cooking related. Which is odd. And Lloyd noticed the different types of claw marks. But we did happen to notice after looking a bit closer that instead of digging into the ground, the holes are dug out of the ground.
Mm-hmm. Very important distinction.
Yes.
Yep. And Nell and Rhea both noticed the house looks like while it has been abandoned for a long time, someone is actively using it for something.
So we broke in.
Of course. Except for Lloyd, who failed that stealth check, so he
Yeah, he got.
intimidated the officer.
Pay much attention to him.
away.
So
He
I
can
mean,
yell
he
at
is
the
kind of an
police.
asshole, but he's also very
He did
thoughtful, so-
succeed in his intimidation check to
Unfortunately, we
get
have-
the police officer to actively go looking for someone to confirm his story. But we all looked around inside.
Wasn't really
Nell
much.
and I
besides
looked
some-
around
some weird,
downstairs.
icky
Ebony
potions.
Ebony and Belly looked upstairs. We found potions. Rhea got to recognize the potions as similar to the ones that were in the shop of the apothecary. And there's some of them that have just been mixed together like they're trying to do something, but it sounds kind of silly to do that because medications effects sometimes contraindicate each other and you could like cancel stuff out or you could make things 10 times worse.
But anyway, we really didn't find much, and then Philip Druskenvald came by with the officer to be like, "What y'all doing up in here?" And we're like, "Nothing."
Well, the police officer
ain't
did
doing
arrive
nothing.
first, and
Right,
she
but
knocked
then-
on the
Worry about it.
door, and a bunch of people did stuff that Rhea did not particularly notice, but someone was knocking at the door. She better go see what this is about.
I actually cannot find a link to Kieran's GoFundMe anywhere.
He uses Throne.
Oh, he uses Throne for it. Oh, thank you.
Oh.
I was looking for it. I'm like looking for it everywhere. I'm like, where is it? I know there's somewhere. Like,
And while I, the player, knew that Belly was hiding on the ceiling and Ebony was hiding in the upstairs closet and Nell had just scampered out the window, Rhea just looks over her shoulder and is like, this one does not see anybody. And is not lying. She does not see anybody. And she was just concerned that something might be wrong inside the house, so that's why she came in here.
Let me.
But yeah, so he
And
gaslit
apparently
this person, this officer.
The persuasion check did not fail. And then Philip shows up, and he recognizes her. So it proves, yes, she does know this man.
I told you I knew this man.
Technically, Lloyd told the other officer that we knew for Philip Druskenvald.
If you want to put that in the YouTube chat, Vanessa, for YouTube friends. And then I will put this in the Twitch chat for anybody who wants to check it out. No pressure, of course, but because it was asked, there is the link. But yes, you probably will not find the dono link in my Discord, just because that's where I post my stuff, and I don't want to presume to put things up that people don't want me to put up. I could definitely ask him and see if it's okay, but yes. Yeah. That would be why it's not up. That's why it's not up in my Discord. If you want to join his Discord, I believe there is a link on his channel to go to his website, and you should be able to find it there.
So I just heard back from Kieran. I was double checking if there was a different site we should use. Apparently his tip page works easier because throne donations are a pain in the bitch.
Oh. Okay, so
So I am...
Okay.
Don't even worry about it, Teeny. I got you.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate you. Redeemed a dread for me while I was distracted. Oh, thank you. I'm going to.
Oh no!
God damn it!
Let me.
Oh no!
I also saw the twist earlier, so don't worry. I did see that.
Teeny sees all.
There we go.
I'm scared.
So yes, that is exactly what happened last session. You guys went to school, Ebony. You talked with some kids. You got information about this supposed farm for animals while everybody else was at the smithy. And then you went to go see the animals. They were tugged out. Yeah.
Which is concerning. That is a concerning
kids
piece of
are
information.
dumb.
Yeah.
All right, posting the correct link. Yeah, Phil in YouTube chat. Yes, Throne is a little bit funky. So he actually passed me a different link that works a little better. This is the Stream Elements tip link that he uses. It doesn't require a weird specific number. I don't know why Throne is like that, but if you would like to help out Kieran with what he is going through, he mentioned that it's okay to share a bit about what's going on. His mother is in bad health. And if you are down to help out, every little bit helps.
And Kieran is a very, very good friend of ours. So we genuinely just want things to go well for him. So if he's not here, it's because he's resting and getting much needed rest that he very much needs.
He deserves.
He deserves it. Like I said, if I was closer, I would be over there cooking him a nice meal, making sure that he was relaxing. There's only so much you can do over the internet. And one of the biggest hurdles that he's facing right now is the medical care for his mom, as well as some family things. But that's a big one.
Yeah. But, not required. Obviously.
Absolutely not. Yeah. If you are in a position where you cannot donate, I'm sure he understands.
Yeah, no. He's told I've for like Christmas and stuff, I've tossed the money over for that, and every time he's just like, you didn't need to do that. I'm just like, shut the fuck up. You're my friend. Shut up.
Shut up. Just take my support.
Take my money.
I can't be there to give you a hug in person. This is the closest I got.
Yeah. Right. Right, exactly. Probably can't buy that from you over here for the gun I found.
Unfortunately, Lloyd does have a firearm, and all of us are terrified for our lives.
He is dangerous.
You modified to add a bayonet too.
Yeah, he definitely
Lloyd is just going to
does.
turn himself into a Swiss Army scarecrow by the end of this campaign, and I, for one, am excited and also terrified to see the end result.
Honestly, at the
I'm
moment, he's on
very
his way to a
excited.
18th century militiaman. So
Yes.
Yes. It's very exciting stuff. I can't wait
Which
to
in some
see him
cases is
pull
the
out
best
a
case
corkscrew
scenario.
from his finger or something. It's gonna be great. Oh, you guys need a can opener? He pops off his thumb and there's a can opener. The Swiss Army Scarecrow is going to be real.
This sounds very useful, but also very concerning to this one.
Does he have a fire hose?
We could get him a fire hose.
I feel
upgrade
like
for
that's an
later?
innuendo.
Oh, I was just being real about. No, wait, he doesn't want to put out the fire. He wants to do
Yeah, he
arson
wants
on
to
the tree. Why do you
start
need
the
a fire
fires.
hose?
He doesn't want
fire
to put
hose
it
would
out.
be putting it out or spitting fire, Harmony.
Wait, what?
When I think of a fire hose, I think of like a firefight, like a truck. With,
Yeah, like I
you
think
know.
of
But I
the
feel like that's
woo-woos.
something Lloyd would say is, here, let me get my fire hose, and instead of water, it spits fire
It
like a
just
flamethrower.
spits fire.
Because it's
And
a
now this
one
is
disposable
one
fire.
Oh, I see. The fire force method of firefighting.
Yes.
Oh, right,
Ah.
of course.
Now
How
this one
silly
is
of
wondering
me.
if the fire people who work here in this town are a volunteer force, or do they also collect money from people before they will fight the fire for you?
Fun fact, Wickermore does not currently have a firefighting force.
They going to by the time we fucking leave.
They have police and they have like villagers who sometimes volunteer to walk around and look at things, but they do not have an actual firefighting force.
Yeah.
Oh man, it would suck if somebody just set that giant tree in the middle
We
of town
will-
on fire.
We'll be the force of change.
Yeah.
Dear Lord.
Something like that.
Sure,
You're gonna
sure
force
will,
some
Something like
buddy.
that.
changes.
We're gonna force something.
And on that note, you guys are joining Philip at the house.
Oh,
Specifically so we don't get arrested.
Specifically
But also
so you don't
'cause-
get arrested.
Because
Yes.
I mean, I personally want to talk to Adela, but
And also to make sure Adela isn't dead.
that too.
We do
that
wish
too.
to make sure Adela is all right.
All right.
like Lord Druskenvald has given us absolutely no reason to think that he would lie about the state of his wife. However, we have been fooled so many times in that goddamn house. I don't trust
True,
anything
I don't
after
trust
that
that
cat.
house.
So you
Especially
join,
not after that cat.
especially not after that cat. So you guys join Philip as he leads you to the home. He makes light chit chat the whole way. And upon coming to the gate, you actually see Adela out in the yard. And
Does she have the goat?
She is with the goat.
Oh no, the goat.
Little Timothy.
She is hanging out with Jimothy. And she has tied a little bow around his neck. His little tiny baby horns look like they've been trimmed around the fur is all trimmed around. And he looks very neat, very well
He's
brushed,
spiffy.
very spiffy.
God,
what
I
a
love
gentleman.
him.
Very spiffy gentleman.
And as you all come up, she notices you all and, oh my goodness, hello, welcome back, y'all. I didn't even see you coming up the path. I've been hanging out with little Jimothy all afternoon.
This one is glad to see you are well, Lady Adela.
Oh, yes,
I'm glad you're not dead.
I'm very well, thanks to you all. Thank you so very much again. I can't even find the words to thank you.
Belly's just gonna scream, Jimothy! Run up and start nuzzling the little goat.
Oh, all right, yeah.
Also,
here he
hi,
is.
Adela.
Hello.
Don't mind her. She's very into goats for some reason.
He's so cute,
special.
look at him!
I understand. He's just a sweet little thing.
Ebony looks at him and is unfazed.
Rhea looks at the goat, thinks for a moment, then looks up at Philip. This one forgot to mention something earlier. This one apologizes.
Oh, you forgot to mention something. What was that?
Well, the children were saying something about burying fur in the ground to grow animals. And while this one does not know if such a process would actually work without magical involvement, this one did notice, along with the others, that there are the holes where the children have been burying the fur seem to have been dug out of by animals, different animals, and they are definitely being dug out of as opposed to dug into.
Huh.
And this one remembered that you gave the gray sack to Miss Belly and was wondering if you knew anything about a process that would work like that.
I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't know the first thing about how to make one of those things. I suppose it's possible that they use something similar. Belly, when you reach into that thing, do you feel anything in there?
I mean, not particularly, but whenever I pull something out, it's always a little ball of fur that I just kind of throw at the ground. I'm going to reach, as I'm saying this, I'm going to just absentmindedly pull out a ball of fur and just kind of toss it at the ground.
Oh my
Oh my
gosh.
God.
Okay, what do we got?
Here we go. If it's the wolf, can we
Nice.
roll to see if it immediately mauls Jimothy?
Oh no,
no.
not Jimothy!
Yeah, because it's
It's
only
a
friendly
4.
to you, so...
Ray is not friendly to Jimothy.
Where did my thing go?
Jimothy is dinner.
It
He is dinner. That's what I
bold-
keep saying. He's dinner.
Is it?
This is a boar named Michael.
Oh, it's a boar. He's definitely gonna
Oh.
eat the goat.
Oh my.
30 to
But
50
no,
feral
what-
hogs.
The feral hogs.
No. He doesn't give me he's going to eat Timothy.
It's
Boars
a
like
hog.
truffles. Yeah, they mainly eat truffles and roots.
Yeah, but that sounds like
They're
he wouldn't eat a
omnivores.
goat.
They are omnivores.
Yes.
They will eat their own young.
Yeah, exactly.
I can also tell him to leave Timothy alone. He does listen to my commands for the most part.
This
For the
is
most
true.
part.
All right.
But also for chat, I will spell Michael out for you.
What are you gonna spell it?
Ads.
Yeah.
Michael.
Mykel.
For
Wow.
chat's benefit, Belly is apparently naming every single animal the most obnoxious white lady name possible. Like think Brittany spelled Neigh. That's the level of white lady we're going with here.
Brittany. And that's just.
I'm gonna be
Well,
honest.
your
I
daughter's a
actually
horse, I'm
didn't use that
sorry.
one, and I'm surprised. I never thought of that.
Oh my
Well.
God.
Well, I can't say if it's the same kind of magic or not, but, it seems kind of similar, so I suppose it could be something related to it.
This one just thought this one should mention it.
And, Adela is now marveling over the boar.
My God.
Me and Adela are gonna get along great.
Look at this
Is the
thing.
boar
It's
letting
so
Adela
big and
pet
so
it?
strong,
Oh,
and
yes.
is this a she or is this a man? And she's like looking over it, trying to figure out.
Belly's gonna kind of sit there and just kind of tap one of her claws against her head. This one's name is Michael.
Michael. What a stellar name Michael is.
I ain't checking the genitals to see if that's appropriate.
Anyway. So has the house been fine since we left? Any kind of weird things happening?
Well, it seems to be fine as far as what I've experienced. I haven't left it all day, and nothing's been going on. Just the Jenkins coming and going, of course, but that's about it.
Has their dog been well?
Oh, Shuck! Oh, he's just the sweetest little thing. He's been pretty well. He lets me come over and pet him and scritch him, and he does a lot of tricks too.
How's their cat
Yes.
been?
The cat, I actually haven't seen that cat around here.
Have you
Good.
seen
Oh
it
my
at all?
God. I haven't seen it.
Well, I saw it the first day that we were here, but I haven't seen the thing since.
Okay.
Question: Has the cat talked to you?
No,
Have you
Okay.
told it any stories?
no.
Good.
I
Don't.
just
that up.
told it how good of a cute
Yeah.
little kitty it is.
Good.
Okay.
Keep doing that. That's fine.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there something with that
This
cat?
one-
Or?
That
This one
was.
told it a story, and then this one had very fuzzy head moments.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell that cat did, but it made Rhea try to kill us. So
oh, my word, that is concerning.
Also,
It
he
wasn't
had magical fleas.
it wasn't ideal, but luckily most of the group is small, so it was handled.
Air gel is a powerful ability.
I'm sorry, air gel?
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of just pick Ebony up from under her arms. Yeah, air gel.
Oh,
Hey, I didn't say you could pick me up.
Oh, sorry. I'm just gonna set her back down.
I see. You meant air jail. I misunderstood you. I thought you said
I
gel.
thought you said air gel too. Like
Oh, Sorry, no, air jail.
Like jelly you rub on your
This
body.
is hail all over again.
This one did understand, but this one thought he said gaol instead of jail. And
Anyway,
this one was not aware that this one was in debtor's prison again.
Wait, what do you
Miss
mean
Adela,
again?
would it
I'm sorry,
be
go ahead.
all right if we sat down and I could make you some tea, and I'd love to just pick your brain a little bit about the events that happened at the house.
Oh yes, of course, of course. If you would like to come in, I will be more than happy to host you. Philip, do you mind if we have a little bit of little girl time? Well, darling, I don't think that there'll be any problem with that. And he scans behind you guys, seeming to just notice. Lloyd is not with you. And
now?
This
I
one
think we
thinks
might have
Lloyd
lost your
may
friend.
be watching the tree.
I think he's staring at the tree again.
I think he
Uh,
prefers to be lost.
Hey, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go bring him out of the wild real quick. I'm gonna go run over, pick him up, and just kind of fluff his coat like an umbrella and bring him back inside of the fence.
My God.
Oh, is he okay with you doing that? He, he's not
This
moving
one
very
does
much.
not think so.
He didn't complain.
I think he's just really tired. There was a lot to go on. Especially with the crooked man and everything. I think he just needs a little bit of time to recuperate.
He's
Well,
processing.
Tell you what, while you all are having girl time with Adela, me and Lloyd will just hang out here and have a little time of our own.
Have some guy time.
Yeah, we'll just have some guy time.
Sky
Yeah, that's what you want to do.
Sounds good to me. Are you good with that, sweetie? Oh, yes, I'm just fine with that. Let's go on inside, everybody. Let's all go in.
Michael, you stay out here. You're a guy too.
You're a guy too.
Michael will crack open a cold one with the boys.
With the boys.
He's the bottle opener. That's what the tusks are for.
Oh, okay,
Right.
And you all are led inside. The house looks completely different than it did yesterday. There are a lot of pretty decorations around. All of the tables have fine linens on them. The paintings that you all saw are completely gone. There are just a couple of them here and there of the Jenkins family. And then you notice as you're passing through into the parlor, past the gallery room, that instead of all of those paintings that were there yesterday, there are just a few smaller pieces around, and they are different from what they were.
Oh, did you change the decor in here already? I mean, I don't blame you.
Oh yes, the Jenkins were helping us out a lot with that, actually. You should come and see these, actually. You will not believe the talent that this kid has. And she leads you over to one of the paintings in particular. And it is a very detailed painting. Very dark, and there's just a lot to it. You've got wheat fields that seem to be flourishing. There are scarecrows that are dotting the scene, and there's a large crowd of birds that look like they're forming the shape of a crow or a raven, but it's made up entirely of birds.
One time we don't have the scarecrow with us.
That is horrifying.
You think it's horrifying? I think it's amazing. Look at the detail of this painting.
That surely is a bird made out of buds.
Is this of a particular place, or is it something that she just thought of?
Well, it's a gentleman, but Mr. Dorian, he said that it came to him in a dream. It's supposed to be Foxwillow. Isn't it just the most amazing thing?
This one has heard that people are going missing in Foxwillow and being replaced by scarecrows.
Is that right? Maybe
the Bright Singer said so.
Maybe this is one of those artistic interpretations, or
if he's having dreams like this, then that's scary accurate to what you guys heard over there.
Yeah, I don't know how familiar you are with the Bright Singers. Lord and Lady.
They are refurbishing the church outside of town.
You know, I haven't had the pleasure of meeting many people in town. I think I ought to change that. You think?
This
Not
one
a bad
thinks
idea.
that This one thinks it would do you well to speak to more people, yes.
I think that I'll do that.
Adela, we did, while we were saving you earlier, we did come across something that kind of resembles one of their things, and I kind of thought maybe you might know something about it. And I'm gonna pull out that little bird pin, the Bright Singer one. Kind of, or we throw that one in the cauldron. I forgot.
Yeah, you threw that in the cauldron. You don't have it anymore.
Fuck.
Yeah.
I'll pull out my calligrapher stuff and try to doodle it from memory.
Okay. Go ahead and make me a history check.
Yeah, I was gonna say that sounds
Okay.
like a
Yeah.
roll.
Yeah, I don't know what to roll for that one. So, you said history?
Yep, history.
Okay. God, roll 20.
To see how well you remember it.
How well do you remember?
Mhm.
I
how
don't know
good is
shit
your
about
memory?
history.
You remember some of it.
Oh yeah, I mean you're able to get the approximate shape. You maybe are missing a couple of details, but it's not a very hard thing to remember. You maybe get the bird backwards.
Fun fact for anyone who plays D&D, apparently if you want to do good on a skill check, all you have to do is say, I don't know shit about this skill check, and then you'll just get a 10 or
Yeah, you'll
higher
just
every
get
time.
good.
Really, anytime we do an Arcana check.
Mm-hmm. Kind of looks like this, and I'm gonna just hold up the paper like a 5-year-old.
Well, you got some artistic
So-
talent too, don't you?
So who is this child then that you're talking about? I assumed you were talking about the one girl who lives here with the groundskeepers, but
Oh, no. I wasn't talking about her. She is a sweetheart, though. No, but Dorian is, I say he's a child, but everyone's a child to me, dear. I'm a lot older than I look, but, he's a young man. He, usually hangs out near that pavilion down the road, and he just paints.
Oh, the artist.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
me and
he's an
Rhea ran into him.
artist, Yes.
He
whipped this-
recommended paints at the trading post.
Oh, he seems like a very clever sort. You know, I was thinking, he's got such talent. I'd really be considering becoming a patron for him. You know, to see if we can't nurture that talent. Look at how nice this painting is.
Oh, fancy
They're certainly
idea.
very skilled. He seems very skilled, yes.
You all talked to him, didn't you? You think he'd be interested in accepting my offer if that's something I were to tell him?
Yeah, probably. Most people like getting told they're good at shit.
I just think that'd be such a waste, you know?
I don't see why he wouldn't be into it.
I think that I'm gonna maybe pop by it where he is later. But tea, we said we were coming for tea, didn't we? Let's move on.
yes.
Let's get some tea. And she
Aye.
brings you all into the parlor. And she calls for Jilly to bring in some hot water, some cups. Did you have any tea that you in particular wanted to made?
I'm gonna be honest with you, Adela. I don't know nothing about that kind of fancy shit.
Rhea goes looking into her sack because she has a canister of matcha in here somewhere.
I would love
Just
a good floral tea if you have any.
A nice floral tea. Let me see here. Jilly, do we have anything floral and note? Well, ma'am, I believe that we may. Let me just look around in there, and I'm sure that we can come up with something. And she curtsies and heads out into the kitchen area. So tell me, what has been happening since last night? How are you all faring?
This one got a new piece of armor.
A new piece of armor? That's probably a good idea. After everything that I wouldn't blame you.
Mm-hmm. And
We mentioned it to your husband, but apparently the local kids got told that if they bury fur in the woods, it'll turn into an animal. And something's crawling out of the ground where they buried shit, but we
Oh.
don't know what it is.
What a delightful little
and
trick
it is
that
in the yard of a house, not in the woods, thankfully.
Oh,
The children are not placing themselves in danger by going into the forest itself.
that's probably
But
a
also,
good idea.
something is coming up from the holes where they buried just clumps of fur.
Yeah.
Varying
like-
types of something, mind you.
Varying types
Oh.
of something.
Yeah, like a
Mhm.
mole, a weasel. What else did Lloyd say it was? Cat. All from the same
Sure.
little garden.
And the
so
children said that the butcher
Mhm.
told them that, if they buried fur, that the animals would come back to life.
yes, Miss Harga, I think.
I thought it was
Harga,
Miss Civ who told
Harga.
him that.
Which one's Miss Civ?
The
Oh, no,
girlfriend of the butcher.
Oh,
Yeah,
right.
Harga owns the butcher shop, so
Yeah,
Wait, I thought
her name is Civ Harga.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah,
That's the same person then.
Yeah, it's the
Yeah.
same
Yeah, it's the
person.
same
Rhea
person.
does not know all the time that people have multiple
Yeah, I was gonna say, I
names.
thought
She's
her
never
girlfriend was
sure.
Violet, and Lavender's mom was her girlfriend.
Yeah. Spread by Holly.
You could make
Yeah.
a million Jimothys.
oh my
An
god.
army.
An army of Jimothy.
Have you?
Ooh.
I know you haven't talked to the townspeople much, but is this something that you've heard rumors of as well?
Not really rumors, and the Jenkins daughter, she doesn't really go out very much, so I don't think that she would know either. I think that she's actually homeschooled. Jilly? Jilly, is this something that you would know about? And you hear footsteps coming, and the maid comes into the room. And she bows again, and she's, know about what, madam? The animals that they were talking about, the burying of fur in the backyard. Is that what you all said? They're burying it in the backyard of a house.
Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah.
a
Wait a
house
second.
that seems abandoned.
Well,
Wait-
they're
wait a
taking the
second.
fur from the outskirts of the woods and bringing it back into town to bury. I think that's probably an important note.
No, wait, Ebony, wait a second. They are burying the fur, but didn't you say that they was originally told that if they buried a dead animal, something would pop out? And they're
Well-
burying the fur because they can't get a dead animal?
I mean, basically, but they're children, so of course they're not going to be able to. Well, A, they probably wouldn't want to touch a dead animal, and B, how would they get a dead animal?
A, you'd be surprised. B, you'd be surprised. But I think maybe the concern should be about the fact that somebody's telling kids to bury dead animals in the ground and get a different, and that an animal will come out of the ground then.
I will say that that is a good way to get them in the habit of keeping their place clean so that diseases and plague do not spread from the decomposition of the dead animals.
Well, I mean, the way that I see it is basically, because life is, circular. So, if you bury the animals in the ground, then, their energy is being used for, new life. So I guess
This
maybe
one-
like that.
Vinny, that is such a lovely and romantic notion. You were in this house when it was fucked up. Do you, honest to God?
Hey, I'm just saying.
Excuse this one?
Oh, sorry.
This one thought perhaps the story the children were told was to help them process the loss of a pet and welcome in a new animal of perhaps the same species but younger so that they didn't feel like something was being replaced.
I wonder if it'd be worth going to talk to the butcher lady herself then.
Yeah, the end result is still these children are trying to grow animals in the ground.
Well, the more concerning thing
something
is
is
that things are
happening.
digging out of the ground where they buried the fur, so it's almost as if whoever's asking them to bury the fur wants them to bury it for a specific reason.
It's one thing to get
Did-
children in the habit of burying things. It's another thing when the buried thing decides to come back.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hmm.
that's true.
Did
Well, I'll definitely be
Didn't-
stalking that one huntress lady tonight.
there
We
were
could phrase
salts-
that differently.
There were salts being put over the holes, and this one believes this one heard the children say that you had to wish before you went to sleep that it would work. So
It
is
wasn't
it
really any
possibly-
particular salt. It was just a mixture of random salt that they probably found.
Yes, that is this one's point. It is normal salt. So is it the belief that's making this happen? Who knows?
I mean,
Miss Adela, how much do you know about magics?
Well, I'd say I know a fair good deal about magic. But it kind of depends on what kind you mean, because there's so many types out there.
Well,
this almost
What
sounds
we
like
are-
necromancy.
what we are
Yeah, it does.
describing, does this sound at all familiar to you?
Well, I know that death has a certain certain way here in Druskenvald, and if proper things aren't carried out, then it's entirely possible that they could just come back.
This one wonders what kind of fur they're getting. Is it shed? Is it brushed against? Is it just loose fur that's coming out because the season is changing and they need to develop new coats? Are these coming from live animals and thus there is no need to mourn them yet?
You know,
I mean, all the children said was that they get it from outside, like on the outskirts of between the woods and the town.
I think that's a question we won't ever be able to answer, Rhea, without actually
No.
finding the thing that it comes from. So
I think if you're looking into something like that, you could probably go to the funeral director. She might know a little bit more about that kind of thing. But it does kind of sound, if they're coming back from wherever, I suppose it is a little bit weird that it's only fur. But if you don't do the proper ceremonies, then it's entirely possible that something could just come back.
yeah, I've
Death
seen
is
people
a-
come back a lot, and it's
Death
never
is
fun.
kind of a temporary thing here. If you're not put to rest properly, then you're not going to rest.
This one is aware.
But you're not.
Well, it sounds like we have our lead
concerned?
then.
I think it is concerning, especially if they're pulling fur from something that could hurt them.
I mean, so far it's been a mole, a weasel, and a cat. Granted, it's a cat, and we've had issues with cats in the past recently, but still, it's a
Hmm.
cat.
And
This
we've
one
had
also
issues
believes
with
there
weasels.
was a dog.
That's also a good point. No, I forgot about the weasels.
Could you forget about the weasels? They were horrible.
Well, they're gone
One of them
now.
exploded.
They're just little
There
guys.
was a mole, a weasel, a
there's
cat,
Jasper.
some kind of canine. Canine could be a dog, could be possibly a large fox, could be a wolf.
Yeah, I would say that is kind of concerning. And she taps her chin for a moment, and Jilly comes in with the tea. Sets a cup in front of all of you, and pours it. It smells very floral, very sweet. It's a black tea, with hints of lavender and coconut and bergamot.
Oh, this tea smells divine.
It really does. It really puts you calm, you know? Let's see though. I think that's something that maybe Philip might be able to check out. And if he's not really in the mind to check it out, then I suppose I could go check it out, see if there's something I could divine from it.
I mean, we wouldn't want to inconvenience you.
This one would not recommend doing it after after people have gone to sleep.
So more like in the twilight hour, you mean?
More like
Lost the
in
clock.
I need to look at the clock real quick.
Yep,
before I
I've lost the
continue this
clock.
statement.
There
There it is.
Yeah.
Yes. More
Well,
like
alright.
in the twilight hour, definitely not in the midnight hour.
I'll take Philip with me and we can check it out tomorrow while all the kids are in school so they don't think that we're onto their little secret.
Don't worry, they're pretty clueless.
Oh, is that right?
I mean, they literally. Never mind. It's.
You shouldn't
That's
talk
not-
bad about your new friends, Ebony.
They're not my friends.
They think that you're the friend.
Well, yeah, that's the point. Is I want them to think I'm their friend so I can get information. That's how this mission is going.
And kids will tell you the darndest things if they think that you're friendly with them.
Exactly.
They will also tell you the darndest things if they believe you are actually listening to them.
This sounds exciting. This is like one of those spy novels.
Do you like spy novels?
I do. I enjoy reading a lot. You don't know how excited I was to learn that this place had a library that was just chock full of all sorts of fairy tales and books.
Oh, what kind of books have you read?
Well, I'm not particularly picky. I like things from a series. I like one-offs. I like fairy tales, fiction. I like the ones that are more rooted in reality too. Those are always fun. Thrillers are also good.
I'll definitely have to get a recommendation list from you, as well as where you source your tea from. It's wonderful.
Oh yes, we'll have to ask Jilly about that one. I'm not entirely sure where she got this. It's just one that was stocked.
Belly's gonna take a big sip of that tea. Is there anything unusual about the tea?
I mean, Ebony's been sipping it.
It's just tea.
Okay.
Nella's gonna try to drink it too fast because she isn't used to tea. Can I roll
Just chugs
Constitution
tea.
save to see if I burn the roof of my mouth?
Yes.
And Ebony just kind of side eyes her and is like, "Heathens, I swear."
Fancy people tea before.
Tea's not
Freya
even
is-
that fancy.
It is when you don't know
Freya
anything
is
else.
looking at the cup contemplatively for a moment.
I got a 17. I don't burn the shit out of my
You
tongue.
do not. Oh my
Damn.
word! Adela watches you down that tea, or take a big old gulp,
Oh.
and
That is more hot than hard.
Oh,
I thought this was something different.
I'm just picturing Nell's bottom jaw extending out and just dumping the cup in like a cartoon.
Yeah. And Ebony
No,
just
no,
like,
Everyone's
she's-
observing that. Rhea takes a sip, briefly lifting her veil a little while she does so, and then she sets the cup back down.
you know, the
she's
whole point
drink-
of tea. Sorry.
She's drinking it like a shot because she thinks it's like alcohol or something.
You know, Nell, the whole point of tea is to sip and enjoy it, not to just.
In my
you
defense,
know.
I thought this was like shots of some shit.
I
No,
asked
no.
for tea.
Oh.
Wrong kind of tea. No, wrong kind of tea.
What kind of other tea is there?
Twisted tea.
I don't know what
Twisted
fancy people
tea.
do.
Rhea, meanwhile, is now looking in her sack again. She thinks she has a book in here somewhere.
Long Island iced tea.
Oh my god!
Listen
Just
to my
making
voice.
Long Island iced teas.
Listen to my voice and think I haven't been to Long Island.
Y'all are just getting
I
lit
say
with the
as a
lady.
person who does not have a New York accent, and this is not. This is not a
My
good
Sven-
accent.
My Transylvanian became Irish, so
Yeah, that's true. You were Irish for.
That is true. Well, was it good?
Yeah.
Well,
Kind of
alright.
hot.
You got a good heat tolerance, or?
I mean, she likes spicy
yeah, yeah.
food, so.
Yeah, I'm from Cannabos, so.
Oh, that would explain it. That would explain it. I thought there was something familiar about you.
Familiar.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of little Ashbourne there.
Oh, you been?
Yeah, I've been there. Once or twice.
Okay.
Just once or twice, though.
Probably for the
So it
best.
sounds like you travel a lot then.
Well, we don't usually travel, but if we're invited somewhere to an event or something, then sometimes me and Philip go.
Ah! This one remembers now.
Oh? What was that? What were
She
you
reaches
remembering?
into the sack again and pulls out a letter.
Oh?
This one was told to deliver this to a Lord or a Lady Druskenvald when this one next came across them. This one
Hmm.
believes it is simply a message of well-wishing.
Oh. Well, that's awfully nice, and she'll reach out for the letter.
And Rhea hands it to her.
She looks it over, and she's, I wonder who could have sent this.
I'm about to send you some details, cutie wife.
I would appreciate that.
This letter is blank.
It's just a cutout, like a magazine cutout threat.
Yes,
yeah, it's
this
just
is a
the
threat.
classic serial killer.
We have your husband and Jimpathy.
Well, that doesn't sound right. She looks out the window. They're right out there.
They're right.
I'm a
Philip's
prince
been
from a
talking
far
to
land.
Lloyd
Send
for
me
quite a
500
while.
gold, and I will make your wishes come true.
You just
That's what the
you
legend-
just
That's just a
see Philip
genie.
outside the window, just talking at Lloyd the whole time.
Yeah.
Just tapping a beer bottle against his noggin like he's there. Cheers,
Oh,
buddy.
look-
Cheers,
Lloyd, he
buddy.
sure is a
Cheers,
good
old
listener.
sport.
Yeah, look at him. He's so good.
I haven't had a conversation this deep in a while.
Tries to balance a beer bottle in his
Riveting.
hand, and it just falls over.
Riveting conversation.
It's like when you try to have a tea party with your dolls when you're a kid and you try and make them hold the cups.
And how do you?
Exactly.
How do you like it?
Oh, you
Ms.
lost track of it there, friend.
Button Eyes? Oh, okay, I see it. All right. And Adela looks it over, and she's, I'll wait for Philip to come in so that he can read it with me if it's addressed to both of us, or I suppose that I could open it up by myself if you think it's just good if I do it.
This one believes that that the sender would prefer that you both see it at the same time.
All right. Well, then I'll set it aside for Philip and I. And she sets it on the table close by, picks up her tea, and begins to drink. Now, Ebony, you said that you had something to pick my brain about?
Oh, I just wanted to ask you about the dreams you said you were having about the crooked man the other day.
Oh, right. Yeah, those were awfully terrifying.
Can
But-
you would you be able to give me some more details? Like what happened? What you saw?
Well, I don't really mind sharing, but just so you know, it is rather graphic. So I suppose it all happened really fast too, but I saw what I believe was the family that used to live here. They were happy and smiling, the children playing out in the yard, and the mother holding the infant and talking, and then it just kind of cut away to some absolutely horrible scenery. It was like I was the one doing it. I had an axe, and I was just cutting them down one by one. But I could hear somebody else. I could hear another voice laughing and seemed to be crying at the same time. And then there was another voice. I think it was a woman's voice. But I couldn't really tell you where it was coming from. It seemed to be for everywhere. And she kind of starts to look a little bit dazed as she's describing this, almost like she's going back into that moment. Going back into those dreams. And then it was another family that lived here, and they all ended up twisted and crooked, and then another family, and then it was just quiet for a bit. And then there was a girl. And she looked like she was a young thing. And blue hair and pink hair and really pretty pink eyes. I think they were pink at least. I couldn't really get a good look at her face, but she was screaming. Just screaming in horror.
Did she say anything to you, the girl?
She begged me to let her go. And I wanted to. I wanted to, but the words didn't come out like that. They came out different. They said that she was perfect for what they wanted to do. She'd make a good vessel or something. I believe that's what was said, and something about replacing old tired flesh with new.
Did they say any particular place they were going?
I don't really know
where they would do it?
I don't really know in particular. There was something about a mine, I believe. Scatter deep or scatter depth or skitter deep, maybe. I'm not entirely sure, but apparently they do more experiments there, if I'm remembering right. They said something about taking her there to twist her and make her crooked. And she just screamed and begged for her sister to come save her. Begged to go home.
That sounds awful. I'm sorry you had to go through that. He was truly a horrible man. A crooked man.
I feel so sorry for that girl. I really hope it was just a dream, but something tells me that wasn't just no dream. I just wish that I knew more. I feel like I need to help this poor gal wherever it is she is. Whatever is happening to her.
It's okay. And Ebony like reaches over and like puts her hand on top of Adela's. I promise you, we will go help her.
Do you think it wasn't a regular dream then? She's out there somewhere, isn't she?
Ebony nods and she's like, I believe you.
I really do want to help her. If you all get any more information or anything, any way that I can help, just I'd really like to know. That poor girl, I don't think I'll sleep well remembering how she screamed. And you can see that her eyes are watering. She looks like she is about to start crying as she puts her hand on top of yours, her other hand on top of yours, and gives a soft squeeze.
And Ebony also kind of looks sad at, like, you know, like, I'm sorry that I forced you to tell me the story of your dream. I just really had to know.
Yeah, no, of course. If it can help that girl, I don't know who she was or where she is now or anything, but if it can help her in any way, I don't want anybody to live through something like that. That's not what this place is supposed to be about. That's not why Philip made this place.
May this one ask why Philip made this place?
Oh, well, it was an awful long time ago, and it was before I came. But, the reason why Philip made Druskenvald was to make a safe haven for the dead so they may have a second chance at life. To live out their desires and their dreams and be in happiness. It wasn't supposed to be like that.
Unfortunately, the world can be cruel. But I know you and Philip are doing your best to try and make it what you envisioned.
Absolutely, I support his vision 100%. I know that it's been a bumpy road, what with the Midnight Coven and all of them and all of the troubles that the people of Druskenvald face, but believe me when I say I don't want anybody to experience anything like that. If there is a way for me to stop it, then I want to do what I can. I know that's probably rich coming from us who have not been doing the best job of managing things.
No,
but...
no. I mean, literally, you know, Druskenvald is such a big continent, you know. How would you have time to go see every single thing?
You gotta have
This
like
one,
a police force or something to help with all this. It's kind of like
this one
between
believes that
court
is
members.
what the court is for, to manage the different provinces on your behalf and reach out to you when they have issues.
Yeah, pretty much what Rhea said. We don't like to rule with an iron fist or anything, you know. We want people to be able to live how they want to live. All the other provinces, you know, we don't really have a hand in how they govern. But when something like this is brought in front of you, you can't just ignore it.
I agree.
Even if it's not my station or what I'm supposed to be doing, I can't just ignore something like that.
You ever consider working with the rulers of the other regions?
Oh yes, we We get together every year at the Crescent Court, Chateau de Claire de Lune. I can't say the word, but you know what I mean.
Chateau Claire de Lune.
Chateau Claire de Lune. We get with them every year, and there's a lot of fanfare, and a lot of people probably see it as some kind of wild party, and it is a party of sorts. But we talk about pretty serious things behind closed doors. All of us here in the court.
I mean, if you'd like, we're kind of stuck here for a while. We could go try and see what we can do. See if we can't help out with that.
You mean with the girl?
Yeah.
Oh, that would just be wonderful. I would really appreciate that.
Hey, Rhea, you have a map on you, right?
This one does, yes.
Can I look at it for a sec?
Of course.
And she
Rhea
looks at
pulls the map out.
And she sees that the Skitter Deep mines are north of Wickermore Village. She's like, it looks like the mines aren't too far from here. We could probably make it within a day's trip if we, plan accordingly.
Are those mountains in the way?
They look more like hills, but
I'm not entirely sure.
Hills and mountains can be kind of hills and mountains can be kind of similar on a map, aren't they? It's really hard to tell sometimes.
Yeah.
The mines seem to be a little bit northwest of Wickermore Village, but there are some hills in the way. Those seem like hills to this one.
You could probably ask the locals. They might know a little bit more about that area.
I wonder if there's people that regularly travel through that area.
I mean, if nothing else, there might be some boats that run along that river that go up there because there's a little lake outside of the mine area that's connected to the river. Or Moonsong Lake.
It's a good observation.
I think that
you can see
Philip
Ebony's really deep in thought here.
I think that Philip and I did meet someone that they called Hilda. She's a huntress by trade, I suppose.
Oh God,
but I think
not
that,
her.
Oh,
God damn it.
Are you not a fan of Hilda? I mean, I know that she seems a little bit rough.
I mean, it's not that. It's just we've heard rumors of her.
We've been trying to catch her for a day or so now just to talk to her, but we've
apparently she goes out in the middle of the woods at night, but when all the monsters are out, so it's kind of suspicious to us.
Well, if she's a huntress, I suppose that makes sense, doesn't it? She's supposed to be hunting all the bad ones.
But why would she want to do it in the middle of the night?
Because that is when the animals are most active now.
Maybe that's when she's hunting her prey?
It depends on what she's hunting, yeah. If she's hunting predators, they like to come out at night and do stuff.
But people said she didn't people say she didn't like to go out at night though, or didn't like to go out really much at all?
Who, Hilda?
Yeah.
Are you sure you're not thinking of someone else, dear?
I mean, it's possible.
As far as I know, Hilda's supposed to be the huntswoman for these areas. At least that's what the mayor was telling us.
But anyway, we have some things to discuss with her anyway, so I guess we'll bring that point up.
Really quick, I just looked at my notes. The one we're looking for is called Oakham. Not Hilda. Yeah.
Wait,
it's the assistant. It's the assistant butcher. Hilda's just the huntress.
Oh, okay. Oakham is the one who keeps going in the woods.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I knew that she worked at the butcher shop, and Hilda also helps with the butcher because she's.
It took me a second to find that in the notes, but yeah.
My mistake. Sorry, there's so many names.
Oh. No, I understand. It's really hard when you're trying to get to know everybody, and there's so many of them too. But if you all are looking for Hilda, I mean, I think you should be able to find her towards the center of town about this time. And she looks up at the clock, and it is getting very close to the evening hour.
But thank you so much again, Miss Adela, for your insights and the tea. It was lovely.
I'll think nothing of it. You all are welcome to come by any time that you feel like. I'm just glad that I could finally sit down and have a nice conversation with you.
This one also appreciates your company, ma'am.
If you all have to get going, then allow me at least to walk you to the door.
One of these days, I'll have to ask you about who makes all your dresses. They're simply to die
Oh,
for.
these?
Yeah.
Oh, I would love to introduce you to my tailor. They are a sweetheart. They always know exactly what it is I'm looking for. But I will definitely be more than willing to introduce you sometime.
Oh, that'd be perfect. But of course, that can wait.
Oh, of course. After we're done with business here, how about you come visit me in the Crescent Court and we have a nice little girls' day where we just talk and shop and have a good old time.
Oh, wow. That sound... And Ebony's, like, grinning, because that's basically like a dream come true for her.
Rhea, meanwhile,
That
is
would be
like
lovely.
startled deer in headlights at the thought of going shopping with people again. Because what if they take her to a clothing shop? What if there's no changing room in the clothing shop?
No changing room in the clothing shop.
Then you try it on later at home in the privacy of your own room.
Yeah, but then what if it doesn't fit? Then you have to bring it back.
What
Then you
return
take it back
periods
because
are
it
for.
doesn't fit.
Does Wickermore Village have a return policy?
I don't know. You guys, that's first. You got to talk to the shopkeepers for that one.
Gotta read the receipt.
Right. Yeah. Says no returns, all purchases final.
No returns.
Rhea being like, it is good this one knows how to sew.
Oh, do you?
Simple things only, ma'am.
Oh. Well, why don't all of you come along? Not just Miss Ebony, you're all so beautiful. I'm sure that you'd look good in anything.
It's been a while since I've been
I don't
to
know if I'm really made for that
fancy
kind of
court.
I don't know if I'm made for that kind of finery.
Oh, I think that you'd look beautiful, darling, in anything, in a dress or you know what? What if we put you in a nice suit?
Oh, that would look good on her.
A cute little tux.
Yeah, I think you'd look dashing.
Perhaps
I mean, I can't say I've never
gray.
I can't say I've never thought about it, but it's not really something someone in my position gets the opportunity for.
Well, I'm given that opportunity right now. Why wouldn't I? After all that you all have done to me, why aren't I entitled to treat some friends?
Yeah, Nell, come on. You look good in a penguin suit.
What?
Well, I don't think that I put her in a
I thought we were.
penguin suit.
I thought we were tabling the shopping day for another time.
This one has not seen penguins in Druskenvald in ages. When did
I
you
don't
learn
even know
about
what the fuck a
penguins?
penguin is.
Do we have? What is a penguin?
Penguin.
They are flightless birds that live in a place that is very cold and very wet.
Oh,
in
kind of bird
one of
don't
the
fly?
mortal realms.
Sounds like a dumbass bird if you ask me.
You may be
Yeah, no,
able to find them in Cindermas then.
The head monk described him to me one time when I was studying.
Well, I don't
Their
think I
wings
put her
look
in any
like
kind of.
flippers.
I don't think I put her in
But they
any kind of
cannot
suit
fly.
that turned her into an animal or anything. But
No. It's called they're called penguin suits because like the tux, it's like black and white, like a penguin.
oh,
Because they're all black with like a white underbelly to them.
what a strange seeming bird.
And it don't even fly?
Nope.
Well,
just like
they
Melly
Nell.
knows a
swim.
lot of weird things, clearly.
They
Mortal
swim.
realm
Fritz taught
knows
me a lot.
things.
They swim in oceans that are vaster than this continent.
Huh. Well, I suppose you learn something new every day, don't you? But anyway,
This one often find that to be the case.
I won't keep y'all. Just keep in mind, when we're done here, I would very much like to see you all in the Crescent Court, and we'll have a nice day.
We will keep this in mind, ma'am.
And she'll lead you to the door and open it up and wave all of you out.
You just see a pile of bottles underneath Lloyd's
And
arm.
and then, as everyone's leaving, Ebony kind of hangs back a little with Adela, and like she kind of has like a serious look on her face, and it's like, I promise you, we will save that girl.
I sure hope that we do. You know, dear, if you ever need to talk to anybody, I'm here.
I appreciate that, but this is something that I just have to do no matter what. Even if I have to do it alone, I will save her.
Well, you don't have to be alone. Look at all these nice friends that you've made.
Yeah, but there's no guarantee that they'd want to risk their lives for somebody they barely know.
Yeah, I suppose you've got that right. But I don't think that they'd want you to do anything like that alone either.
Well, it's very important to me, so.
Well, just
Joke's
let me
on
know if you
Ebony.
find anything, okay?
Like I said, your story, the information you're able to give was so helpful.
If I can remember more, I'll let you know. I'll search
Yes.
this house top to bottom and see if I can find anything else.
I really appreciate that, Miss Adela. And she nods and gives her a little smile and wave before running off to catch up with the others.
You stay safe out there, dear, and she's waving bye to you as you get off the porch.
All right, Philip. I gotta take Lloyd with us. He can't stay here forever.
Gotta pick him up.
We're gonna pick up Lloyd, kind of dust him off, and throw him over my shoulder like a baseball bat.
All right. I suppose that that works. I was just kind of letting him take a nap.
Well,
He hasn't answered me the whole time.
Honestly, same.
He's a really good
That's about how
listener.
it goes. Yeah.
A very good listener. So, what's the plan now?
I
We're
didn't
planning
really think that
to-
far.
This
well,
one
the-
believes we were planning to go potentially eat dinner and then go check with the hunter people.
as well as
With
the
the hunter
funeral home director.
And then try to find a way up to Skitterdeep.
Yes.
Up to Skitterdeep.
Yes.
Can't say I've heard of the place, but I haven't really been here very long either, so I don't think that I'd be much help as far as that goes. But if you're looking for the Huntress, she came by just a little bit ago.
She did? Where'd she go? Did she say where she was going?
Said that she was heading over to Miss Harga's place. Something about something not being right.
Okay. Thank you. And Ebony kind of runs out towards the butcher.
Damn. She can go pretty fast for someone with such low legs.
Oh,
Right?
well,
I didn't think she could move like that.
good luck out there. I hope that you all have a good evening, and we'll see you later. Try not to break any more homes, though. I don't think I can keep covering for you forever.
Try not to break into any more homes.
Philip, you're a good man. I ain't making you any promises that you might have to defend in court.
Robin is doing nothing
I
without
appreciate
the
it.
support of Batman.
And all
Look
right.
at the Teen Titans.
But
Robin
Batman
is doing the
always
things.
there
Look at
to
that
help in
Teen
the background,
Titans.
just saying.
Yeah, I mean, we basically are. I mean,
It's true, but you never know when we might just need to post Batman up to keep an eye on something like it's occupied.
Post
Yep.
Batman up.
It's like when the cops leave an empty cop car in front of a school so people don't speed in front of the school.
Literally.
yeah.
They do that right outside my apartment all the time, and so many people slam their brakes as soon as
Oh
they see
my
the cop car, even
Damn.
though it's
They're
empty.
like,
Oh.
oh.
We have
Ooh,
something
reminder
like that,
the
here,
long
too.
arm of the law is everywhere.
We have like a gun shop that's nearby, and it doesn't look like there's like anything over the windows or anything. It looks like the least guarded gun shop that I've ever seen. And there is just a cop car that is parked in the parking lot at all time. Everybody knows it's empty, but people still slam on their brakes when they go. Rules intimidate. I am the law. You are the law. You
I
are the
am the
long
law.
arm of the law. You're
Kieran's the law now.
canonically the
Lloyd is
tallest
now the
member of this
law.
party.
Lloyd
The
is like, who are you?
The long gourd of the law.
What are you doing here? I don't know. What are you doing here? Oh.
What were you
Oh.
doing at the Devil's Sacrament?
Oh. It's like, I didn't think ahead. I didn't think this far.
So I
So,
guess
yeah.
we're headed over to Harga's then, right, guys?
Yep, I'm on my way to the butcher already.
And we
Ebony
are
is just
following you.
sprinting.
Oh.
She's
I-
like
I-
running.
I forgot Michael. Michael's trotting along behind us too.
Oh my
Michael.
god.
Rhea
I mean, Michael's
wonders
here
if
now.
Michael speaks any other languages, like
No.
Like- like Charlotte did.
No, Michael a little dumb.
Michael's a
Well,
little dumb.
He's a
You-
boar.
You know, Belly, I got a question about the nature of your sack of buddies there.
Yeah, what's up, Nell?
If in a desperate situation, not saying I'm planning to
twist.
do this, in a desperate situation, if we was to turn Michael into lunch,
Oh my god.
if we was to do that, and we you know, do as you do when you turn an animal into lunch, when next day comes and normally the animal will go back to being a fluff ball in the buddy sack, would we still be full from eating him?
As you're saying that, Michael in the background kind of stamps his hoof on the ground and lowers his head at you as he snorts.
Hey, I'm even red. I can be my own bull waving cape.
I'm gonna be
Damn.
honest with you, Nell.
Uh-huh.
I don't think you would get the chance to do that because I'm pretty sure when they die, they go poof. There's nothing left behind. They just kind of poof the moment they stop
This,
breathing or
um,
beating.
I am having very unethical thoughts.
This
Yeah, don't think-
one,
I don't think you're gonna
this
have
one
time to
would
roast
like
anything.
To mention something. This one would like
Yeah.
to mention something.
Yeah.
If we are without food and we are taking a small break, this one believes this one could make some food.
Oh,
And that is fantastic. And I would greatly appreciate it if ever we were in that situation. This is more of a thought experiment.
If
You
we
know,
were stuck in the woods and had to eat him.
I think, Nell, that if their heart stops or
Uh-huh.
they just they kind of just dissipate, there's nothing
Uh-huh.
left to cook.
Man, can't
So,
even
no.
I am
think.
having extremely unethical thoughts.
Oh my god.
I am having thoughts that would probably classify as torture.
Just a little bit of torture.
Michael gently pokes you with the sharp part of his tusk as you
I'm not-
just stand with the girl.
I ain't saying I'm gonna do it. I'm just interested in the mechanisms of the magic and shit.
She's just thinking about it. It's fine.
Just considering
about
it,
it.
just a little bit. Just hang
I'm
on.
just thinking
This
about
is
it
a
in case of
treat.
emergency.
However, Nell, I have a different question about this little sack.
You got a
if in an
question about your little sack?
God damn it! If in an emergency, say I was knocked unconscious,
Uh-huh.
would you guys be able to reach inside and pull out a friend? Since I'm technically attuned to it?
Not without attuning to it.
Okay, I didn't know if that was a thing. It would
We
work or
would
not.
have to sit with it for an hour, probably, attuning ourselves to your sack.
Oh.
I don't know if I like you staring at my sack that long.
Or
Well,
touching
if you
your
don't
sack
want me,
that long.
if you don't want me to stare at your sack like this, you should not be offering it to me in your time of need.
I mean, that is true.
That's true. That is very true. Wait, hold on. No, I don't think you have to attune to this because I'm not attuned to the gray bag of tricks.
If
Yeah,
it
I
ain't,
was
if it
gonna
is
say,
not
I don't
attunement, we
think
can
you
just
need
do
to
it.
attune.
Oh,
I
true.
think you can just.
Oh, okay.
No.
So then we can stick our hand in your sack whenever we feel like it. Then.
Oh, okay. We could just stick our hand in anyone's sack.
Would you like to try summoning a friend, Nell?
You know what, Belly? Since you asked so nicely, I will happily handle your sack.
Oh my.
Gonna kind of hang it off my belt and point and hand it off to her. Just kind of show it to her. Opening.
My God. You can
I
stick
hate
your
it
hand in
here.
anyone's sack
hate
if
it
you're
here.
brave enough.
I mean, Ebony's
Oh.
not even here. She's already on her way to the butcher.
If you do
Yeah.
pull something out, if you do decide to, Maya, I need a D8 and a D3.
Actually,
It's coming.
Freya
It's happening.
is continuing after Ebony towards the butcher shop because she is concerned.
You should be.
The small
5
child is just
and
running.
a
In the
3.
middle of town?
That is going to be
Well, they're still at Philip and Adela's.
That is a panther named James.
Dear Lord.
I see now why you like your sack.
Right?
I feel powerful.
Also, I will just because that's James's name spelled out in chat.
Oh, I hate it. I
God.
hate it.
James.
All right, well, I guess I got a cat now. Interesting. All right, James.
Teeny, as DM, I'm also just gonna assume that he'll listen to Nell since Nell
Yeah,
threw him out, right?
he'll listen to Nell
Okay.
because Nell's the one that brought him out.
Okay, that's what I thought. I just wanted to clarify. All right.
Yep.
Man, I feel like one of those high rollers back home who got like the big cats flanking them. I see now why they do it.
Honestly, I bet you could ride him. Panthers are pretty big.
Can I ride the panther?
I would say yes. You
Oh
are
my
probably
God.
able to do it. He listens to you, he's friendly to you, and you're small enough that he's not going to be
I am riding the
really-
panther.
Okay.
He is
I'm
a
riding the panther.
medium-sized beast, and you are a small, so
I am
technically he
riding the
could
panther.
carry you.
I am absolutely riding the
Yep.
panther. This is fantastic.
Yeah.
How
I'll send you a
fast
picture.
is
of this,
Ebony going, and
I
can
mean,
Rhea catch up with her?
I mean, she's like 30. It's like her, normal, like walking
Here, Maya.
speed. Like she's like fast walking / jogging.
Yeah, I don't think it would be hard for you to keep up with her.
All right, Rhea
Nell
is
has
definitely
unlocked
following
Battle
Ebony because
Cat.
she is concerned.
I think you should be
She
concerned
likes
about what's
Ebony.
happening behind you as
Yeah,
well.
you are not at all noticing the gigantic cat.
There you go.
Oh, she
that's
noticed. She noticed. She's more worried about Ebony because Ebony seems upset about what was discussed over there, and she remembers blue and pink hair possibly being in a bed.
With
She is
everything that
not
you guys
entirely
learned from
certain
Adela.
anymore because Ebony said things, and Ebony is good at talking about stuff, but Rhea's pretty sure she saw stuff in the mansion. And she knows Ebony's hair is blue, and her eyes are a purpley shade of pink, or a pinky shade of purple. And for all she knows, this could be related. Human relationships are weird. But usually shared hair colors is a sign of relationship.
Okay, well, Nell is casually riding a panther into town.
Yeah,
Casually
you're just
riding a
panther into town.
into town.
You see the deputies from earlier at the house that you guys were in. They're investigating, and they see you ride by on a panther.
I give them a smug nod.
Butterman looks at the deputy, or at the constable, and she looks at him, shakes her head, and they go back to work.
Right. That's fucking right. I'm a high roller now.
Yeah, she sure
I
is.
have a quick question for you, DM.
Yes.
Because I can never remember because the clocks for this campaign are a little weird. What constitutes dusk and dawn?
So dawn is
currently, I
twilight
believe-
hour. Dusk is the evening hour.
Fiction. No,
Evening. So, and we're in
Okay.
evening right now, right?
Yep. Yep. So
Okay,
evening
okay, cool.
hour, then midnight hour, then witching hour.
Nice.
I believe,
Peanuts refilled.
And then
Oh my god.
Well, his charges refill at dusk is why, and then the sack refills at dawn. So I have to keep track of this now.
Damn.
Dear Lord.
Have to keep track of the little guys.
Yeah.
They
They
are
disappear
cool little
at dawn.
guys. Meanwhile, Rhea is just like, this one has heard things in the background. This one is
This one is not
currently
paying
just not
attention."
thinking about it.
This one is not thinking
This
about
one-
the gigantic cat bumbling their way my way.
I was gonna say, yeah, actually, the
Well-
cat's is bigger than both of them. Both of these two as well.
Mhm.
He's a medium.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's bigger than us. But Rhea is more worried about Evan, and also more worried about this investigation than a friendly person's friendly animal
A
companion.
friendly person's friendly cat.
Friendly animal companion.
She thinks
So,
so,
yeah.
is her friend now.
You all make your way over to the butcher shop.
Funny story for Evany, but Rhea thinks of Evany as a friend as well.
Nah, friendship.
So yes, she would go help you do the thing.
And as you are all approaching the butcher shop, you see what looks like an older lady with her hair in a tight bun, wearing a apron that has stains all over it. And she takes off the apron as she leaves. She drapes it over her arm and begins to walk down the path that leads to the woods. So you can see her taking this path here
Oh, can I like
and
run
going towards the wood.
Hey, wait, stop!
I'm assuming this isn't Harga because we've met Harga, right?
This is not Harga. You are correct.
Okay.
But as you do, you come across another woman that is hanging out by the stables here. And this woman has very sharp eyes. Her hair is tied back, and she is wearing furs, carrying an axe and a musket, similar to what Lloyd has. And as you run down the path calling after Mrs. Oakham, you hear a quiet. What do you think you're doing?
Rhea looks over towards the sharp-eyed lady. Oh, hello.
What are you doing? Come over here. Get over here. She
Who are you?
she waves you over. This.
And Rhea goes over.
This is the hunter that you all have been told about.
Oh,
This is Hilda?
Oh, we thought that lady over there was the hunter.
No, are you crazy? That's Mrs. Oakham.
How would I know? We're new here.
Right, you are. You're right. You're right.
Miss Ebony, please. Slightly lower volume. She asked us to be quiet.
She's out of range now. We can talk normal, but don't hold me up too much. I'm trying to see where she's going.
Yeah, so are we. But also, we heard that you might have a boat that we could possibly borrow.
I do. It's just a small little thing, not much in the way of anything that could go on any big lakes or anything, but we can discuss that later. This is I really need to be doing this.
Well, I'm gonna stay here and help with that then.
You want to help with that?
Yeah, we heard stories that Oakham goes in the woods. But which is strange because we've heard other stories saying she doesn't like going outside. So
And she looks at you all real close for a second. You can see that she is judging whether or not you are good people or somebody who she can trust.
Belly's gonna bumble up about this time with Michael.
And who's this?
Michael the Boar.
Oh, this is Michael. That's Carl, and I'm Belly.
You just travel around with a boar? What are you doing?
unfortunately, this is common for her.
Yeah, he's new. This is the first time I've met him too. But I also have a direwolf, an elk, and Nell's got one of my panthers right now.
I thought the direwolf and the elk disappeared already.
They did.
They're back in the sack.
Yeah,
Oh, they're back in the
in my
sack.
sack.
They're in your sack.
Listen,
The Lady Belly has a gray sack of tricks.
Anyway,
regardless, listen. Miss Oakham is a real kind lady. She never hurts a fly, never speaks ill of anyone. But every nightfall, she goes out into those woods, and she doesn't come back until twilight.
which is strange, isn't it?
Very strange. Those
Yeah, we
woods
think it's
are-
strange too.
It is, very. Woods are dangerous, filled with all sorts of monsters and beasties, and yet
Right,
she
so why
comes
would-
back hale and whole
Strange
every
people.
time. Makes you
Right,
wonder
so why
just
would
what she's been
somebody-
up to.
Like that would want to go in there, and that's what we also want to investigate.
You look like you're capable sort. I'm a little bit concerned about the boar,
He's fine.
but
Michael's a good little guy so far.
We'll help you with this, but then afterwards I
Yeah.
do want to talk to you about possibly just borrowing your boat to go upriver to the Skitter Deep
You've got a
mines.
boat.
Skitterdy,
Yeah, it's up north.
and you can see that something comes over her at the mention of that name, and she takes a deep breath and she will talk more about that when we got time. But I cannot lose sight of her. I've been trying to track her for a week now, and every time I lose sight. We can talk while we move.
Sure.
Okay.
Understood.
And
I think Maya is briefly AFK.
Yeah.
I believe
I
so.
send Michael off to go get Nell and guide her back towards
Oh
us.
my-
Because
Yeah, the panther just picked its own direction as cats are wont to do, and Nell was unable to direct it in the correct
Yep.
direction.
Cats
Yeah,
do
no.
that. Can confirm.
It's true.
Michael,
Cats
go
do.
get Nell and James, please. He snorts and snurfs
Some
off and to
more
go get him.
awesome artwork. Oh, is this Miss Hilda?
This is Hilda.
She looks amazing.
She does.
So
She's
much
very
of the
cool.
art is so good.
I know. All the art in this campaign is so good.
I love how we just roll up. She's like, I'm watching her. And Ebony's like, oh, great. We're looking for her too.
This is like, wait, what?
And your boat.
And your boat. But we're all also interested in the strange woman who goes in the woods
We also
at
want to
night
talk
when
about the
people-
strange woman.
We also want to look at the strange woman going in the woods at night.
Oh boy, a woman.
Lady.
And she looks at each of you again as you're walking behind, real careful. She gets to the edge of the woods, and you see Miss Oakham walking in the woods. You can see her a little bit farther ahead, and the leather bag that she's carrying looks a little bit stained. At the bottom of it, there's something dripping from the bag. I want you all to make a perception check.
Perception.
One whole perception.
One whole perception, please.
Yes, mean.
I almost typed it into Twitch chat like a
Oops.
What's my
dumbass.
prescription?
Give me your
Slash
prescription,
roll.
please.
What is your prescription?
My prescription's +2.
Damn.
Same.
Specialize.
Your prescription did not help.
Oh, that's 20.
My,
I'm so good
I
at
got
looking
a
at things now that I have a height
16.
boost
I
from
got a
sitting on the back
17.
of this
All
cat.
right. Okay. Yeah.
Basically everyone but Belly.
So yeah, everybody but Belly. The
She's
wind
distracted
is-
by Michael.
The wind has shifted, and you can smell the smell of meat and blood, and you can see the spots on the ground from where she had been walking are tinged red, just
Uh-oh.
like
Okay, it's-
fresh blood.
It's like Hansel and Gretel, except without breadcrumbs.
And Hilda turns to each of you, and she pauses a second before, listen. Everything that's in those woods is dangerous. I need you to
Ebony just
understand
kind
that.
of pulls out her dagger and is like, I think we're pretty capable in a fight.
All right.
We've got a big cat, so
I
Just
also
know.
have a knife.
Whatever happens out there, I hope you know I can't carry all 5 of you. Lucky if I can just bring back the 3 smaller ones.
I forgot about Lloyd.
Yeah,
It's
I
okay,
was
he
gonna
can carry
ask
us
about
too.
that. Is there a reason for the scarecrow, or?
He's our friend.
Uh,
He's just resting.
Yeah, he's
Emotional
taking a nap.
support.
Yeah. But trust me, we can carry our own.
Well, all right.
This one is a cleric.
Ah, you'll be pretty useful then. All right. Then we'll get going in. Remember, try not to lose her.
Ebony nods.
And we're gonna end there today.
We can't go without Lloyd. We gotta bring him with us.
We can't leave Lloyd out of the game of tag that we're playing with Miss Oakham.
Just rolls up on this woman. All right, we're just joining you.
we're just hanging out. How's it going?
You're not allowed to
Just
take
plant
no for an
Lloyd
answer.
to block one of the doors.
I will follow you if you. Well, I meant more so to Hilda. Like, oh, we're just gonna follow you on your mission. Sorry,
Yeah, we're just coming in.
we're tagging
Just
along. You don't get a say.
I'm just picturing yelling, and you think you can run away, and I just javelin toss Lloyd. Lloyd, get him!
My God. You're
Sounds
gonna
horrifying.
throw Lloyd at a poor innocent old lady?
And a poor, she has meat in her bag.
Literally
She's in the
nothing has
woods.
ever stopped him.
That's true. Like
Yeah,
Lloyd would tackle a
exactly.
granny if he needed to. No questions
My God.
asked. To be real, I feel like.
Lloyd, what are we saying about these accusations about tackling little old women with possible meat and blood?
Possible
in
meat
their
going
bag?
in the woods.
What do we got to say about that? Enough. But yes, we will go ahead and end there today. You guys met Hilda, finally!
Finally!
Yay!
I fought trains, witches, weasels, twisted abominations. Lloyd don't give a fuck.
That's valid.
Lloyd
that's
would,
valid.
in fact, hunt a child.
That's not even a child. That's just a lady.
Yeah.
All right.
But also a child, yes.
But also a child. Good session, guys. I'm glad I could be here live. I'm glad that you could come in too. I'm so glad that you guys had time.
I have plenty of thoughts.
So many thoughts. So many.
Thoughts.
Do we have a suggestion for who we can raid out to on Twitch? Has Lloyd not punted a child already? I mean, I think he
was
threw
about
one.
to. He almost did.
I want to say that Lloyd threw a child once.
Possibly once.
Yeah.
Possibly a couple of times. Let's see. Who do we want to raid out to, guys? We've got...
A lot of good options.
Yeah, it looks like Girl DM is playing Elden Ring for the new DLC.
Oh, fuck yeah.
We've got Seiji, who's playing Minecraft. MF Noah, who's
Got
playing
someone
Claire
playing
Obscure,
Date
who I haven't-
Everything.
Date
Oh yeah,
what?
that's a new game that came out.
Wait,
Date
everything is out?
Yeah, it's in the early access right now.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
You want to date
Oh, I
the
do
couch?
see. Lunar Sketch, is that who you're talking about?
No, Mortish Noir.
Mortish Noir. I don't think I follow them.
Here, I'll send you their link really quick.
Yeah.
Here you go.
Hi, Auntie. On my lunch, hopefully I didn't miss much. You just came in as we are ending.
No, sorry, cheese.
There's some sort of high-pitched noise in the
Sorry,
background
Biggie
when I
Cheese.
talk. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Our air conditioner is on the fritz right now. We don't know what's wrong with it. Every time it kicks on, it screeches.
Oh.
Scream.
So
He has a lot to say.
no.
I don't know what's up with it. We put in a maintenance request 2 days ago, and no one has
He
come
has
to
a
check
lot
on
to
it.
say.
So
God.
last night it just straight up wasn't working. It was like 79 outside, and I think
Ooh.
it was 75 in here.
That sounds horrible.
Evil.
So
Hello, Biggie Cheese.
You know, it's not a mic issue. It's just I have the AC going right now in a vain attempt to not die.
It's okay. You basically missed us stalking this lady in going into the woods. It's fine.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
I feel like
Yeah.
every time you talk about your apartment, it's in some new stage of falling apart.
Right?
Yeah.
Man, we gotta get Teeny a new place for real.
We're gonna be looking into maybe once the lease is up, finding a better place.
Yeah.
So-
Like a townhouse or like
See,
a house.
You
or...
think it's working, but it's mostly just blowing air. It's not blowing cold air. It's just blowing
Just
air.
a fan.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
literally just a fan. Honestly, I should probably just turn it off at this point and open up the windows, but then we'd have more noises, so...
Yeah.
apartment thought.
Apartment-a-thon. Get Teeny a new living situation.
I'm
Buy
just glad
Teeny a
to know
house.
all my friends,
Yeah,
all
buy
my
me a
friends can
house,
play with
chat.
my sack.
You
Oh
guys
my
just get me a
God.
house, that would help out a lot.
Right?
But no, we're considering once the lease is up here next year, because I didn't want to look for a place before Kage moved up.
That's valid, yeah.
So yeah, next year when the lease is up, we're probably gonna. I guess Teeny needs a scuff-a-thon. I do need a scuff-a-thon. You are correct. There are so many things I want to do. I have to look into how I'm going to do the IRL stream if we reach our goal for the Donathon that's happening for Gamers
yeah.
Outreach.
I gotta get the rewards written up. Fuck.
Yeah.
I can help with rewards if you guys need to.
I'm super excited for it. Because we're gonna do like one of the goals that we have is a IRL stream where I take you guys either to the aquarium or I take you guys to the zoo or I
Bro, I
can
wanna
take
go
you
to
to
the
the
zoo with Teeny.
botanical garden.
I
I'm
want to
gonna
go with
let you guys
Teeny.
pick.
If
Bro,
you
I
take
want to go with
we can see
Teeny.
what those penguins are all about.
Oh yeah, the pangies, the things
The
that we
penguins.
learned about today. Those things.
Yeah, whatever those are.
The penguins.
The penguins, yeah.
Funny how Rhea knows what penguins are. When
Which
she's
one would
a
have
basketball
ducks?
frog.
I mean, the zoo has a lot of birds, so I think that they
That
have
is true.
special ducks actually at the zoo.
What the fuck do you mean special ducks?
Like, you know, like not like
special.
mallards, like they're like special ducks.
They're special.
They're not like
Isn't
they're
that-
Other
not like
breeds,
regular. Yeah, they're like different breeds of ducks, like in the birdhouse.
like fancy ducks.
Yeah. I think. I'm pretty sure they've got
Maybe.
like signs everywhere. You know what? We're gonna go to the zoo this weekend.
Yay.
We'll go to the zoo this weekend and we'll see what the ducks are. But like, they're really cool because they got like little yellow feathers coming out of their face.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know what they're called, but they're special ducks. Special
We
zoo
will
ducks.
find
yeah.
out, and we will report it to you guys next time.
Yeah, we'll find out when we report it to you guys. Corkscrew ducks? Is that what they're called?
No.
There's something corkscrew about ducks, but I don't think it's that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I'll tell you later, Teeny.
okay.
We'll tell you when you're older.
What do you mean when I'm older?
When you're
That's
older.
just to give chat context as to what this is, without
I
saying
know what
things.
I know what you're talking about.
Thanks for streaming, Auntie. Thank you guys for coming. Let's set this raid up.
Yeah,
I
let's set the
sent
raid
you
up.
the
Let's
link
get
to
this raid
Tish
going.
in your DM, Teeny.
Thank you. I appreciate that. But yes, one of the goals is an IRL stream. I will take you guys to wherever it is you guys want to go. We will have a big fun time. I will buy snacks that I will have to eat for you. It'll be great.
Damn, Tina gonna eat all my snacks.
I'm gonna eat snacks for you.
Well,
I happily
if
offer
I
up my
go
snack.
along as tech
Yes.
support, I get to also.
Oh yeah,
eat
and
That's true.
Kage will be coming as tech support.
I was gonna say, I
too.
feel like
you can
everyone
have
needs
real
some tech
trail mix
support.
now.
I can.
What do you mean real?
I'm not
Because she
allergic to
could never
nuts
have nuts
anymore.
before.
Oh right, I forgot.
So she can have actual trail mix
my gosh,
instead
I
of
can have
knockoff
real.
trail mix.
I'm so excited. I'm gonna
Get you
have
the
actual
peanut
trail
M&M
mix.
to go in it with the nuts.
Bruh.
Yes.
That's
Teeny, you
exciting.
still gotta do your nut eating stream.
That's
Oh,
right. I still
true.
need to do the nuttathon.
Teeny gotta eat them nuts.
I'm gonna
Let
do
her
the
eat.
nuttathon. I forgot about that. I can eat
Let
all
her
the
eat.
nuts. But yes, excitement. Very excitement. I'm super pumped. But anyway, gobble gobble dim newts. Yeah, gobble dim newts.
Yes.
Anyway, thank you guys so much for coming. I appreciate it a ton. Make sure to give a big happy hi hello to Mortish, and we will see you guys later. Goodbye.
Good night.
Bye.